माओ क्या बोलते बात है सारा सब begini ini harga mobil baru
आप दोनों भी टीम का फोटो लेना और टॉस होने के बाद आप चले जाना
कितना मिनट रहता है एकदम
क्या 45
जो रेगुलर खेलते हैं लोग को साथ में क्या मतलब लोग का 4 बजे बराबर 4-5
नहीं 350 से उनको अंदर 1 मिनट में अंदर अजय भैया
जय भैया मैच शाम को है अभी वो IWL 2 चल रहा है अरे रे 7:30 बजे किसको अभी IWL 2 का किक होने लगा सेकंड
Good afternoon everyone and we welcome you all to the second match of the first day in IWL 2024-25. It's an important fixture out here. Both the teams, Suruchi Sangha hailing all the way from Kolkata and SAG Football Academy coming all the way from Gandhinagar would be locking horns with each other, hoping to start their IWL2 campaign with a victory. Both the teams, of course, they have a significant history backing them, and as they step up at the biggest stage of all, these young girls, it's an incredible opportunity to showcase themselves. The two captains out in the center for the toss will quickly try and show you the team lists, but for now, leading Sports Authority of Gujarat is Miss Babanu Sindhi, and leading Suruchi Sangha is Mom Chakraborty.
उसको साइड में हटाना
Structured formation of Indian football in recent times has garnered quite a significant bit of traction, and the fact that IWL2 has come in place has offered these young girls an incredible glimpse into the fixture, into the future rather. Last year, it was Shribhumi Football Club who went on to get a promotion from IWL 2. Well, before the game starts, we'll take a look at the starting 11 of both sides.
क्या रे भाई टेंशन मत ले क्या
For
रे
SAG is Soumya Upadhyay under the sticks. Bharti Barod, Mr. Banu Singh, their skipper. Pritinda Nath, Nazbanu Sheikh, Ruti Gundia, Sahil Gundia, Rupa Ratwa, Raksha Solanki, and Savannah Banu Rathora. And for Suruchi Shankar, it is Mo Chakraborty, their captain. Kumkum Soren, Salina Kumari, Sunita Sarkar, Vijaya Chanu, Ambika Devi, Anjali Munda, Rakhi Kacham, Meera Devi, Lakshmi Devi, and Babita Devi. And Babita Devi. Is SAG is going to get us underway. On your frame, the team would be kicking from the left to the right, then the significant beach. It is SAG Football Academy hailing all the way from Gujarat. And straight away into defense from the right to the left. In their signature yellow and blue, it is the team hailing from the city of joy, Suruchi Shankar. SAG straight into attack, dropping it forward, a bit of an early assignment for Soumya Upadhyay. She was out to the line quickly enough. Gathers the ball without breaking a sweat. And it is Suruchi Shankar stepping up from the left. An intense tussle out in the center. And a long ball reach. The Dole Stadium in Goa playing the epicenter to what's the opening chapter, the opening day of IWL 2. Quick exchange of passes. Eventually it's the ball that will win as it will get out of the bounds. Good kick for SAG. That has been sent downtown. You can hear the coaches screaming out top of their lungs. Just to ensure the fact that both the teams are very actively involved, and it's also a very packed dugout that we can see. Suruchi Shankar through the center. Nice lock forward, too many players in front. It was quite a big-edged opportunity, and I reckon she had a bit of space going forward. Only if she could have just gone forward a couple of yards before team of the ball, I think that flag would have stayed down. That wasn't the case. Bit of rushed through. Stays with SAG and they try and knock it from the left. And the ball eventually goes a long way out. Another throw in here for Suruchi Shankar. Both the teams kind of starting on a note of reactions and responses instead of trying to create something significant through the center. Bit of an injury concern out here. Looks like a blow has been caught to the head. And that's what the treatment is all about. Looks like it is Salina Kumari with that knockout there. Salina is absolutely fine. And still resume proceedings. Here's a free kick for, in fact we'll start with a drop kick rather, for SAG, and they straight away take to the skies, dropping the ball in the box there. Consistent tussle to the ball, onto the left out there, Suruchi Shongo kind of misreading that one. Overruns it as the ball went down off the bounce. And that will go out of play as well. Another throw in for SAG. Still to bolster that grip of theirs on the game. Right now, it's more of an even Stevens battle out in the center. First 4 minutes. Still nothing significant, still nothing feisty, to be honest. Fine ball out there from Suruchi Shongo. Going for the long balls out there. That's well kept under control on the fringes itself. Suruchi Shongo tries desperately to wrest possession for themselves, and the referee's blown the whistle, awarding a free kick there. Not the best of angles that you would look forward to. An opportunity, an opening for Suruchi Shongo. Long one into the box out there. Referee's blown the whistle again. They'll have to resume action. With a free kick for SAG. However, falls for Suruchi. And now Suruchi trying to penetrate the box with one of those long hits. Nicely taken care of by SAG. They've got a strong defense in place. At this point in time, they're dealing with it. They're not letting the ball get into that danger third. And also not the most opportunistic play either from Suruchi Shongo. What they are trying to do is they are trying to somehow sneak one through. I think they'll need a bit more confidence. Young girls, of course, they are learning the ropes. They are just coming up the echelons. I think this is where the dream starts for them. This is where it all begins. This is where they have the courage to do something extraordinary, something incredible, something that will leave the world in absolute awe of them. Comfortably headed away to safety. Another throw in for Suruchi Shongo. The last few minutes they have kept SAG on their toes. And now SAG, they want to come forward, essaying a counter-attack. The 2v3 situation. And the ball has suddenly popped onto their radar. Might be danger flashing in front for Suruchi Shongo, but their defenders coming up with that timely intervention there. Goalkeeper out of a line. And eventually Suruchi Shongo, they'll have their danger lines cleared and might also embark upon a counter. And the ball kind of bobbing away a bit too quickly. It's been a breezy afternoon in Goa, but the weather hasn't been kind enough. It's extremely hot out there. Summer has just started. Is what the weather reads right now in Goa. However, the feeling is that of 38 or 39, so kind of rains and saps you if you're out there in the center, duking it out. Humidity 60%, so yes, it's hot and humid. And it's that time of the year where it just begins with the heat. The breeze, of course, is not the most pleasant of situations that you would expect. A nice bit of clearance out there from SAG and a loud applause from their teammates. 29 kilometers per hour is what the winds are up with. And that is indeed why you can hear the breeze blowing as well. Right now, as things stand, Suruchi Shongo at the far end, I think it's kind of difficult to capture from here on what's really happening. Suruchi comes in with that cross there. In terms of aggression, of course, Suruchi will be in the driver's seat, but they are still to find out that opening which can leave SAG trouble in the box out there. Decent ball control. Cross comes floating in. That's the opener. Onto the head of a Suruchi Shongo Marauder, and she was exactly in the position to nudge it home from point blank range. Cool and calm under the pump and reacting with accuracy. Coming all the way from the city of Joy, Suruchi Shongo secures the lead here in Goa. A lovely ball just dropped in to the noggin, and all she had to do was just glance it past the goalkeeper. It was way too close, and when you're standing inside the 6-yard box, absolutely unmarked, it opens up a multiverse of possibilities for you, and I reckon that's exactly what Suruchi Shongo has released to. They've secured an early lead in the game. 10 minutes is what the ticker says. And Suruchi Shongo, they have lots to look forward to. On the contrary, SAG now will have to recalibrate their strategies. They kind of feel manacled into their own half and are barely coming out of it. If they are to react, if they are to come up with an appropriate retaliation, they'll need more than responses, they'll need more than conviction, they will need execution. Suruchi on the prowl once again, and they've got the numbers up front as well. Another long ranger, but straight into the hands of Soumya Upadhyay. Comfortable collections for her. But for now, SAG, we are under tremendous. Built a knock out there. Still stays with Suruchi, and they wanted to push the ball forward for a while. SAG now through the center, and the ball knocked away to the sides. Throw in here for SAG. At this point in time, they have been somewhat battered altogether. Another knock forward, and now SAG trying to show a bit of intent. They're trying to show a bit of rollicking mindset of theirs, hoping that it might just allow them to get them in the hunt for that all-important goal out there. And now Suruchi, they come in from the left. A decent bit of interception there from SAG. Too much of space out in the center. That midfield, if SAG has to stage a comeback from here, they'll have to reinforce their hold over that center. For now, it has been crowded out by Suruchi Shongwell. They are doing a phenomenal job of the same. Once again, back for Suruchi. Fine bit of work out there, pushed away towards the right, flag's gone up. She was caught in that offside trap there. Will have to return empty-handed, a free kick for SAG Football Academy. Sigh of reprieve, a massive one at that. Every time Suruchi Shongo comes into the attack, it just gets a lot more difficult. And now all the way back to their goalkeeper, Anjali Munda. And Anjali trying to steer it forward. Suruchi wins the ball back. Scoots forward. Nicely controlled by Vijaya Chanu. Vijaya pushes it to the left. Meera baby. Meera with a long head. Flag has gone up. Ambika Devi, she kind of started that run of hers a bit too early. We'll take a look at the goal once again. A picture perfect cross. And the defenders had no idea of where their counterparts were. It was way too easy. And a comfortable conversion, allowing Suruchi Shongo to get their noses ahead in the game. Once again, more of an unforced error out there from SAG. They'll have to take care of that. They cannot just let the ball slide away. For Suruchi Shongo. They'll take their time. They are in no rush whatsoever at all. Suruchi with another long push forward. SAG, desperation creeping in, clawing the ball away as much as possible. Back with SAG. Loses out the ball, a bit of a mispass on that occasion. Now trying to run all the way from the left. SAG has been denied an entrance once again. Back with Suruchi Shongo. However, looks like the advancement that was being plotted have been cut short in its tracks. Free kick for SAG. They drop it long, headed away to safety. A half-hearted enterprise out there without really finding a proper direction for the ball. Throw in for Suruchi Shongo. Quickly whisked into the mix out there. Vijaya Chanu on the ball. Vijaya plays it forward and repelled away. I think SAG also trying to make the most of that defense that they have. It has been duped once, but they will definitely try and accentuate that grip of theirs on the game. So it stays with Suruchi Shongo. Bit of a risky play out there, but they will survive. You need more players out in the center, pushing the numbers forward, trying to help the cause of SAG. But Suruchi Shongo now they are on the prowl once again, hunting out that insurance goal. putting up the numbers as quickly as possible. Throw in for Suruchi Shongo.
एक गोल मारा मरे लोग
Launched forward. And nicely one back spell by SAG. Bit of confusion and chaos. And SAG once again reacting in a headlong manner, getting the ball out of harm's way. Another lovely knock forward. SAG, will they clear it away? Will they go downtown? They do eventually. Found an option as well on that extreme left, only to concede possession. Suruchi Shongo once again stepping forth, hunting that all-important goal out there. SAG, they win it back. Still with SAG, their captain, circling around on that left wing. Miss Babanu Sindhi. Still with SAG. And now Suruchi. They want to drive forward as well with intensity. Ambika Devi on the chase. Decent goalkeeping out there from Soumya Upadhyay, who was out of a line and pummeled it forward. SAG, they are not really looking convinced at this point in time. They really have to try harder than what they are doing right now. One of the primary reasons being that they are a goal down. So the urgency, the intensity should come from them. Suruchi Shongo actually can sit back and work on that defensive front of theirs. Throw in for SAG as things currently stand. It's still 1-0 in favor of Suruchi Shongo. That solitary goal out there, close range header knocked into the heart of the goal to secure that all important lead out there. Clearance not so good enough. That is some quality control from Suruchi Shongo. The way the ball was taken care of before being pushed forward, that was absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, it couldn't really go all the way up front. Should be an easy enough collection altogether for SAG. Bit of a push altogether from the back. But once again, as the equation stands, truth be told, in terms of tactical solidity, Suruchi Shongo has definitely dominated the game.
अभी क्या था ना उसके ऊपर उसको गोल पोस्ट और दोनों ने और तो लेफ्ट में पेन अभी तेरे को ही
SAG, on the contrary, have kind of kept the ball away from that own half of theirs. That's what their primary objective has been. Suruchi now sensing out something, a bit of a whiff as they steer the ball once again into the box, and another header that was very emasculated, to be honest. Could have done better. And we restart proceedings with the goal kick. through the center. However, not for a long run. Suruchi Shango under the pump, but eventually does well to win it back. And now Suruchi, a step forward,
गिरा देंगे उसको लेकर
only to be cut short in their tracks. Referee blows the whistle, the player went down. Yeah, whatsoever it was, that knockout there. I think Bharti Barot, she's okay. She's on her feet once again. She'll resume action. And SAG, they win the ball back at a very critical juncture. Once again, running short of numbers. That dearth of help out there in terms of numbers has really been a question mark. And it continues to leave SAG short-handed every single time that they have come forward. They have missed out on an opening. That's because they didn't have the required numbers in place. Suruchi now through the center once again. It is Vijaya Chanu who's looking in very good touch, kind of working as that fulcrum out in the mix. And considering that flexible nature of hers, that versatile delivery, she's really made life a lot easy for Suruchi in that midfield, and that's exactly what SAG will need. They'll need someone strong enough to get the deliveries in place. This might be an opening. A bit of a challenge out there. The first time Anjali Munda was probed, she rushed out of a line, and the kind of control that you would have anticipated, that was kind of going away from her. We'll take a look at what really happened. Anjali Munda, she went dashing into the opposition player, but looks like it was fair and clean enough. The last 5 minutes, I reckon, Suruchi, they haven't really gone forward with anticipation of a goal. They have been somewhat busy defending and, again, being very honest. I think it's also a good test for them as well. And now Suruchi, just while we were talking about them not going forward, all guns blazing, they decide that they will step up. They decide that they will come knocking on the doors through the center and then attempt to get the ball into the cantering stride of one of their forwards, but that wasn't the case. Suruchi, however, wrests possession. The flag, I reckon, will stay down. Soumya out of a line and has been beaten. Can be trouble for her. The ball dropped into the center. And a long ranger. But Soumya eventually does well to recover. Once again, Vijaya Chanu flashing the peals of thunder against her counterparts, and a lovely strike through the heart of that box itself. It could have been a mighty trouble as well for SAG if that second goal would have come in. We'll take a look at what really happened. Wonderfully controlled, and I think she had ample time for herself as well. She could have tried her luck before unloading that shot, because that would have given her a better angle, that would have given her a better target to shoot at, which is always expected when you are coming or when you're playing at such a top flight tournament. You're playing in the second most elite women's footballing league of India. And as the clock strikes 30 or about to be 30, we'll have a quick drinks break. And I reckon a few quick words as well between the coaches and the players. We'll take a look at so far what has happened. That was the opening goal. Excellent positioning out there from the striker. And then a couple of chances. Vijaya Chanu, just a few moments ago, she had some time for herself to set up that shot before unloading one towards the goalkeeper.
घर गया था चार्जिंग नहीं गया।
Another glance of that clinical strike from Suruchi Shongo. But then loses ahead in this all important fixture. Suruchi once again racing out for the ball. Might be an opening, but the referee blows the whistle. There was a fine run through the centre. It was Ambika Devi, I reckon, was out in the mix out there trying to shoot one. Did get into a very decent position as well. Unfortunately, she ran short of yards. Vijaya Chanu wins the ball back, looking for options. Help arrives on the left in the form of Meera Devi. Meera with the cross. The SAG footballers, they do well to win it back. Still stays with SAG. However, they kind of have run into an ocean of defenders from Suruchi. A bit of a long touch, a bit of a heavy touch, and Soumya, she does well to step out of a line and collect it convincingly. However, Suruchi gets the ball back. Throw in for Suruchi. Referee blows a whistle. Free kick. Quickly taken by SAG. Dispatched away, and now Suruchi trying desperately to win the ball back in the fair position from where they can actually run in, all guns blazing. They can get closer to that all important goal. That is exactly what the plan is. Just keep your counterparts under the pump. Now the lovely ball, the flag has gone up, kind of missing out that split second, marginally offside. Another free kick for SAG, and they run through. Only to concede possession very cheaply. This might be another grand opening. Here comes the shot, but Soumya, she didn't have to get her gloves in the way. A quick approach from the opposition defenders to ensure that the road's blocked. And now SAG, they come forward, knocking on the doors over and over again. Or rather 10 minutes of regulation time remaining in the first half. Can Suruchi double that lead of theirs? They definitely have the intent for sure. But do they have what it takes? Do they have the impeccable execution that you would need to sink your counterparts? In the very first half itself, they might have a bit of an opening as well. A lovely run into the box, and the referee's blown the whistle. Penalty has been awarded to Suruchi Shongo. Another exquisite scoot forward altogether from Ambika Devi, and she was way too fast to be controlled by SAG. And by the time they could actually get the necessary reinforcement, the damage was done. It's going to be penalty for Suruchi Shongo, and another opening as well. Meera Devi is stepping up with that spot kick. Can she flick that home to make it 2-0 in favor of Suruchi Shongo? Here comes Meera. And Meera makes no mistake. She's comfortably tucked it home from the dreaded spot, propelling Suruchi to a 2-0 lead. And SAG, they continue to struggle. They already weren't behind that 8 ball. Now they have been pushed a million miles behind. And they'll have to cover all the ground by themselves. Shot passes out there between Suruchi Shongo players. And that is now the penalty was taken. And Suruchi, they come in all the way from the right. Looking a lot more dangerous, looking a lot more confident. Bit of a tip over, the ball goes out of play. Another throw in for SAG. And at this point in time, SAG, they have just worked up their clearance, that's all. They haven't had a strategy going forward. They have hardly shown the grit and the gumption. They have hardly shown the quality that one would expect when you come down to play in one of the top flight leagues of the nation. You need far more than what's out there in your arsenal. If you have to make the cut for the big leagues, this is where you start. This is where you get yourself up and running. SAG though once again taken in a very cursory manner. It was Sahil Gundia who was trying to create something significant, something of substance out there for SAG. But Suruchi, I think they are right now unbreakable. They've got the defense. It's not just reacting, which is ensuring the fact that they have got the perimeter scan. And that's what you want. It's as simple as that. Another long ball and goes out off the ground. Goal kick for Suruchi Shongo. 5 minutes of regulation time remaining. Last 5 minutes of action in the first half, and then whatsoever gets added on. Another free kick for SAG, another opportunity as well. Can they reduce that deficit? There comes the free kick, eyeing for that second post. It had ample venom on it, and it also had a very menacing dip. But then it needed a bit of a curl as well. Now that curl was missing. And as they say, that your execution, it has to get a lot of boxes being ticked. Well, the official confirmation of the goal scorers have arrived. Babita scored the opening goal for Suruchi Shongo from that glancing header. And then Meela Devi getting the spot kick where it deserved, into the back of the net. The goalkeeper could only stand and watch. Soumya, she was no match to the brilliance and precision of that penalty. Another excellent push out there. Can she keep the ball in play? She does. That's an exceptional bit of run. Cross floated into the mix out there. But Soumya, she does well to come out of a line and eventually wrap her gloves around the ball. Might have just started it a bit too early. Still a long way to go for SAG and Suruchi Shongo both. Long ball sent down and comfortably taken care of by Suruchi Shongo as well. Stays with SAG only for a split second. Suruchi winning it back and trying to motor along that right wing of theirs. Referee goes to whistle once again. Still a minute and whatsoever gets added on. Can Suruchi get a third out here as well? It's a 1 versus 3 situation, and eventually it's going to be the 3 prevailing.
अभी वो टाइम दिखाएगा 3 मिनट, उसके बाद 15 मिनट का ब्रेक होगा.
Throw in for Suruchi Shongo. They keep on piling the pressure, they keep on mounting the numbers. Another throw in as well.
थोड़ा खेलने का टाइम है, लेफ्ट साइड में जाते हैं. इधर आएगी.
Can they get the ball in the box out there? Another opportunity! And that didn't really go Suruchi's way. An exquisite run altogether, a lovely ball in the mix. And Vijaya Chanu once again with that header. 3 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half. Great half of football, to be honest, even though Suruchi has called the shots so far. Throw in for Suruchi Shongo. With every passing second, they simply keep on getting a lot more dangerous. They keep on getting a lot hungrier for the goals out here. A third goal means a statement. It's not just about victory or keeping your opposition at bay. It's also about leaving your counterparts absolutely disheveled and rattled. And I reckon that's all that Suruchi would be anticipating. The referee would like to have a chat out there. Another quick throw in. And the scrimmage for the ball this time has been won by SAG. Do they have the numbers to try and stall the ball before it crosses the bounce? They don't. There wasn't anyone coming close to from that particular left wing. Once again, bit of a twist and turn out there, which goes out of play as well, or rather which goes out of that danger zone, rather, that's to be precise. It was Ambika Devi with that run. Back with Suruchi. A gentle trip forward, flaggers went up. Have a few people enjoying the game out here at the Dula Stadium in Goa, one of the footballing hubs of the country. Goa has produced countless players who have shown that they are only meant for greatness. There's another opportunity, excellent save out there from Anjali Munda. She was quick to get out of that line of hers. Whatsoever opportunity that lurked around the corner, that has been taken care of. That's some incredible goalkeeping. I think it's extremely important that you get someone who can rally the forces, marshal the troops from behind, and step forward when it matters the most. And that will mark the end of the first half. It has been an excellent 45 minutes, and Suruchi Shongo, they have a 2-0 cushion for themselves. It's a long way for them still to go, another 45 minutes. But for now, they can breathe free and they can keep themselves up and running. We'll take a quick look at the highlights. It was an incredible goal to set things up. It was Babina who with that strike, a clinical finish, and then Meera Devi stepping up for that penalty, making no mistake whatsoever, steering it home without breaking a sweat. And at the end of first half, it is Suruchi Shongo 2, SAG Football Academy 0. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll dive into a short breather and return shortly with the second half of the contest.
मुंह में कुछ लिया है क्या तो बहुत मेरे ठीक है राजू ले ले ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಹೇಳ
बॉल मिस नहीं होना उनसे तेरा कैमरा है ना तेरा वाइड कैमरा है कैमरा से ना बॉल मिस होना ही नहीं चाहिए वैसा वैसा रहना मांगता है वो वैसा है
और बैठने सब देखने का रे भाई
भाई वो दिखता नहीं है सुनी रहे
सुनना पाए तो मेरे को कुछ नहीं दिखता मेरा एक्चुअली ना उधर नीचे इसको तो ये पथरा है इधर भाई इसको पथरा है
उधर ना मैं रुकता था 3 गेम दिन को
कुछ नहीं दिख रहा उधर मैं पहले ऐसा कर रहा हूँ
और यहाँ भी कुछ नहीं अभी 3 कैमरा आएगा ना वो लोग उधर से चल के आएगा ना वायरलेस लगा उधर जाके घुटने भी बैठ के ग्राउंड पे वो लोग फ्लैग लेके आता है ना वो लेने का फिर उसके बाद उस साइड ही जाके उधर ही ट्राइपॉड लगा के उनका पूरा जो हाथ मिलाता है वो सब टॉस पूरा लेके फिर मैं उधर से इधर आके 3 गेम दिन को इधर ही पिक्चर के करता था हाँ ये गया कल पूरा हम लोग किया
कितना महीना रहता है 3 महीना
ये तो सब क्लियर है काम
नहीं मैं
करने
3 महीने मतलब कितना महीना बारिश में नहीं रहता ना वो तो
काम करने का रे क्या भी रहने दे कौन सा भी काम रहने दे
मन के
उनका भी बहुत अच्छा है फुटबॉल लेवल पे दोपहर को 2 बजे जाता है शाम को 7 बजे घर पे पहुँचता है बहुत अच्छा है
हाँ यार मैं लेना फोन अच्छा लेना फोन अच्छा हाँ लेना चाहिए हाँ यार नारे और टाइम में आवाज करते रहना चाहिए हाँ बाबू जी
हेलो संडे फ्री था ओके ओके क्रिकेट आले रे ओके ओके
ಹಾಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು काटे के बाद में करेंगे। अभी दो क्या पैसे बाद में दो। हाँ ठीक है चलो। पैसा क्या बोल रहा है?
गया मीटिंग को गया
कुत्ते का मीटिंग है कुत्ते का मीटिंग है कुत्ते के लिए और इंसान के लिए नहीं हो। हाँ नाई बहुत ज़्यादा कर रहा
ಅವ್ನು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ
सबका लगा। हाँ मेरा क्या क्या किया बिना देने क्या एक कैमरा एक ट्राइपॉड वाली वाले वो ना सब कर
उसका वो स्लॉट है वो सिग्नल आता है ऐसा गिर होता है और दूसरा सोनी का कैमरा का फोन लड़का लगता है फोन कैसे क्या उसका HDMI भी नहीं आता सिग्नल HDMI भी नहीं आता साइड वाला नया कैमरा सभी बोला था अच्छा था कैमरा नहीं बोला बहुत जोर आराम से सेंटर करो हम लोग और लेफ्ट
ಆ ನಟ್ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ಲಿ ತಳಗಿಲ್ಲ
बस बस
ತಳಗಿಲ್ಲ
लॉक कर
ಗಾಡಿ ಇದೆ
बहुत तेज़ सवारी है मॉनिटर
कोई हवा है रे वो टाइट करेगा तो भी होगा।
ನಿಮ್ದ
देखते फोन मारता है
कहाँ से
इधर से लैपटॉप में
नहीं
देखते
इधर गोवा में क्या बात
दिल्ली दिल्ली
ये मेरे को नहीं देख सकता। हाँ अलग हुआ हाँ ಯಾವ ಆರಾಮ್ ದೇವ ಯಾವ ಬರ್ತನ್ ಲಕ್ಕಾವ ದೌಡ ಬರ್ತನ್ ಲಕ್ಕಾವ ಚಿಕನ್ ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತನ್ ಲಕ್ಕಾವ ಬರ್ತನ್ ಲಕ್ಕಾವ ಹೇಟ್ ಲಕ್ಕಾವ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಎರಡು ಗಂಟೆ ಲಕ್ಕಾವ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಏಳು ಎಂಟು ಕಾಕ್ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಎಂಟು ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಎರಡು ಸಿಕ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನವ ಅರಿವಿನಲ್ಲ ಅರಿವಿ ಏನು ಅರಿವಿನ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಹೇಳುವ ಏನು ಸೊಂಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ನೀನು ಬಂದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಸೊಂಡಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾನ
वो टाइट नहीं होता है वो अंकल
टाइट किया है
ಹ್ಞೂ ಹೌದು ಮತ್ತು ಹೌದು ಇದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ದಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಏನು ಹಾಕೋ ಏನಾಗೋದು ಹಾಕೋ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಏನು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು
ನಾಲಿಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಚುಟ್ಟಿ फोन कॉल देता ना माहिती काय आता तुझं फोन चालू तर फोन वेडिंग शूट घेतला आपण तुम्ही जमलं संडे को फ्री है क्रिकेट है इधर आरामोल में पंडी से वो मेरा दोस्त आएगा उधर ताजे घूमे जी इधर बंदर में वो लड़का आएगा मिर्ची से और मैं उसका साथ कार में जाएगा शाम तक सुबह से शाम 6 बजे तक पहले मेरे छोटे तोल ना करे देखा छूटा है बंदे
Hello everyone, we welcome you back for the second half of the contest, the battle between Suruchi Shongo and SAG, as IWL 2 2024-25 has kick-started from today. And make no mistake, both the teams, they'll be desperate for a victory. Of course, Suruchi Shongo, they have looked a lot more dominant, and as the scorecards say, they've done a lot better than their counterparts. With the 2-0 cushion that they have right now. And they step forward once again with the hope of getting a third. They are now in pursuit of a resonating victory. Not just a victory, that will get them that all-important edge in this tournament. They want to destroy their counterparts, and that's how it should be. No relent, no mercy. Scorched earth policy, ruthlessness, and sheer brutality to try and leave their counterparts absolutely rattled. Another lovely crossfield ball, but this time SAG, they had their defensive reinforcements in place. Quality defending, to be honest. are coming to you live from the Dula Stadium in Goa. Suruchi Sangha now once again riding high through that center. Embarked upon that wave of brilliance. They've got the necessary sharpshooters in place as well. And they've done a fine job of keeping things at bay, of keeping their counterparts at bay. Another throw in for Suruchi Sangha. Quickly taken. Suruchi once again trying to get inside that penalty box. Trying to get into that shooting range, making life a bit more convincing. And now SAG, they've got the ball at their feet. Hoping to lurch forward. But Suruchi, they stay on top of the ball. They'll need a bit more numerical help on, at least on this occasion. They've run short of it. SAG, they do well to win it back, wrest possession, and eventually push it in front. The flag's gone now. Another free kick, another opportunity for SAG to try and launch one of those balls forward. At this particular juncture, SAG, they will need more numbers up front. They'll need someone who can play that holding midfielder, that bridge between the defense and the attack, can rally the troops as well as a leader. Exactly like Suruchi Sangha has done every single time they have gone up on attack. They have been very convincing, they have been aggressive, and that unity is what redefines them. That unity is what sets them apart. It's just the kind of the start that they would have expected to the tournament. They've gotten that. Goal kick again for SAG. Both the teams, they have kind of brought out those aerial balls a lot more to the center. Again, not always has it worked out for them. At times it has been tricky, at times it has been challenging. Not the best of throws that you would see. But once again, I think these young players will get to learn a lot. Pushed away to the left. And a bit of space as well. Could have actually driven forward. Wanted to knit together that ball into that centre field. There were a couple of players from Suruchi Sangha just circling around enough to lay claim to possession. Straight into the heart. This might be another opening out there. A shot, a volley that ensued, and could have been better. The target wasn't in place. A good start to the second half once again for Suruchi Shongo. There were signs of aggression already, and now that move all together will tell you that they are again starting to dovetail as a unit and drive forward with intensity and urgency. Free kick for Suruchi. Very decent free kick, to be honest. And Suruchi eventually win it back. And they do. Quality football once again. Bit of a hefty touch on that one. Thereby, it will take the ball away. Bhavina Devi, the woman who opened the scoring for Suruchi.
बॉल उधर ही है भाई, इसलिए बोला आपको मैं रुको रुको।
ये देखो नहीं, दूसरा उधर सामने प्लेयर था ना, चार्ज करके उधर।
SAG, despite all that aggression, despite all the belligerence, somehow or the other, every single time they have come forward, knocking on the doors. They have found the doors slammed shut on their face. The center now, Suruchi, they want to come forward, knocking on the doors. That's a good push out there as well, and just when it felt like that they have enough to step forward, they were proven wrong. Another long hit altogether, trying to test out the solidity of Soumya Agarwal. But Soumya, she is also a Soumya Upadhyay. And she's done a very good job so far under the sticks out there. One of the experienced campaigners. A bit of a knockout there, looks like in that contact sport. You tend to get a couple of blows, and this was a bit too heavy for her to control herself. Looks like she's okay. Referee still just checking up on her, just ensuring the fact that she's absolutely fine. Suruchi, they're on the ball again. I think they are not even letting SAG breathe at this point in time. Every single time Suruchi kind of has run short of space. They have run short. Rather SAG, they have run short of space. They have run short of any conviction at all. And time again, they are being haunted by Suruchi Shongo. Suruchi has looked in phenomenal touch. The kind of position, the kind of positioning that you would anticipate, the kind of openings that you would anticipate. All of that has come together, and SAG, though it's a lot of them are fairly new, and they would try and learn the game better, given the fact that they are rubbing shoulders against senior players. Here's another opening for Suruchi Shongo. A couple of deflections along the way, and for the far post, wonderfully placed in. That's the second goal out there, and it is none other than Ambika Devi, I reckon. With the strike, it is Ambika. It was not the easiest of finishes that you would have anticipated. She had to take one which emulated a side volley, but once again it was the picture perfect, immaculate placement that has seen the ball crashing into the net as Suruchi Shongo now triples their lead. And their counterparts, they are kind of now getting stifled. There's hardly any breath left in their tanks. They're running on fumes. And they don't have any response to the sparkling brilliance of Suruchi Shongo. Suruchi is a very good team. And once again, they are sprinkling embers of that brilliance out here on the fabric of IWL 2. The equivalent of I-League 2. And Suruchi Shongo already dishing out a testament to their rippling overall holistic brilliance. Great to see these young girls in action. Great to see these young girls proving it to the world that why they are out here. We'll take a look at what really happened out there. Once again, football always leaves you on your toes, and you gotta keep yourself looking for that goal at all times. And now Suruchi can very well be that opening for the fourth that they are looking forward to. Ambika Devi. Eventually Ambika doesn't really find the ball going in her favor. Another quick throw in. Launched in. Suruchi, so far, they are calling the shots with confidence and panache. And once again, from the right, Suruchi looking for that opening. Twirling around, leaving their defenders twisted in a knot. Goes for a shot, but again, that angle was never really a very propitious one for the ball to be slammed home with power. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, Soumya Upadhyay, who despite being beaten 3 times, I think every single time she's being summoned into action, and she could have done actually something about it. She's done it. Once again, Suruchi, light years of space ahead, is it? No. On the sidelines, they run short of the valuable yards. And the ball bobbles out for another throw-in. A couple of changes out here. Vijaya Devi, who's looked in great touch, will play no longer part in this fixture. And it is the inclusion of Riya Dule and Roshni Baski, who's made their way to the center. Both Roshni and Riya, they have formally shown that they are meant for the greater leagues. They are meant for the stratosphere. And no wonder they have arrived already in I-League, in IWL 2. They have those long rangers at their behest as well. And more importantly, the kind of workload that you would love to take. That is what matters. hour of football already done and dusted. And for now, Suruchi Shongho, they definitely are the favourites to walk away with the bragging rights of this fixture. Quality, they're having more of a cakewalk in the park. They're enjoying themselves, and they have pushed their opposition to their very limits, to their very core. Another sensational cross comes in, but Anjali Munda, she makes no mistake whatsoever in collecting the ball. Anjali rolls it out to her left. And finally, the kind of press that we would have anticipated from SAG in a game like this. I think unless you press, unless you try and leave your opposition under the pump, you will never win the ball. Particularly against a team like Suruchi, who loves to play from the back. You still have that opportunity, you still have that chance to try and test out your counterparts. That was a good ball, it had intent on it. But again, it was more of an outstretched opportunity, so she had to extend her boot out there. We'll take a look at that goal. An exquisite placement out there from Meera Devi. Apologies, from Ambika Devi. Saw the ball slammed into the back of the net. The goalkeeper could have done better maybe, but I think it was the positioning of the goalkeeper that went all wrong. And that proved to be very, very costly for SAG once again. Into the centre, bit of an aerial tussle for the ball, won back by Suruchi. Now through the centre, that is again top-notch footballing skills. This might be another opening, 1v1, but like a likely chance has been squandered away. It was a fine run from Ria Dule. Ria had to do better than what she did. The goalkeeper did all she could. Came down the line and pruned down the angle. And Ria kind of confused and startled when to pull the trigger. Ended up slamming it against that extended boot of Swami Upadhyay. Once again, a crucial save out there. We'll take a look at what really happened. Ria, she did everything she could to clear past or steer past a marker. But then just when it mattered the most to pull the trigger, she was a split second late, and that proved to be quite a significant amount of time. And that kind of took that opportunity away from her as well. Another gilt-edged opportunity goes begging. Bit of medical attention being given over to the player. I think the referee is urging for the player to be taken out and then being treated and tended to.
वो भी ब्राइटनेस का ही है ना सब.
Let's take a look at the goal so far. That was the first goal, and yeah, I mean, not the best. I'll get back to that. And I think chances are on the lower side that she might take any further part in the game. SAG will have to come forth with a replacement out there. And now we'll get into the goals out there. Lovely ball, an excellent touch, an excellent header by Babita Devi. And then Meera Devi stepped up. Meera had no problems whatsoever in steering the ball into the back of the net. Convincing effort, and then a great opportunity. Goalkeeper out of her position, and Ambika Devi slamming it home, making it 3-0 in favor of Suruchi Shongho. And Suruchi still trying to accelerate. I think only if they have a player out on that right, they have seen that there's ample space out there. They'll have to start exploiting that, exploring that. Free kick for Suruchi Shongho.
बोर्ड दिखाएगा, बोर्ड के पास जाए.
Another one of those long balls propelled forward. Throw in for SAG, and SAG, they rock the ball forward once again, and now Suruchi Shongo, can they eventually win it back though? Suruchi still on the ball. Not for long. Not for long. Wins it. Wins it back again. It back again. The way they have stretched out the dimensions of the yard, I think that's really good to see. They are doing the simple things which should be done, the fundamentals right. Another opportunity for Suruchi Shongo, a bit of a collision up front, goalkeeper out of a position. However, Soumya does well to recover and eventually leap forth to close down the angles. Brilliant goalkeeping once again from Soumya, showing that why she is being deemed, why she is being labelled as one of the top-notch talents in the Indian women's circuit. We'll take a look out there. Of course, she had help from her partner as well out there, the defender, nicely putting in a body along the line, thereby making life a lot more tougher for the striker to try and poke it home. Suruchi once again, this time though Soumya was beaten. However, the woodwork comes on the way. Time and time again, Suruchi Shongo dropping out those explosive reminders of that perfection of theirs, and another excellent run through the center. A lovely ball from the right, and the resultant shot rattling the woodwork and going out to play. What a chance, and it goes begging. Quality defending out there. Suruchi Shongo, they would be looking for more goals. Of course, they have shown that they have got what it takes. They've got quite a few players up front, but eventually not the best of tackles that you would see. Back with Suruchi Shongo once again. They have got space ahead of themselves. Get a bit of a late release. I think also that offside trap kind of playing a spoiled sport in that plan of theirs. Throw in for Suruchi. And again a ferocious tussle for the ball. Yeah, and the referee blowing out the whistle out there. There clearly was a bit of a push out, and no questions asked. The referee taking a quicker decision. And another long hit forward, headed away to safety. Throw in for SAG. SAG taking their time, I think, for them as well. It's not one of those welcome overtures to this tournament. They'll have to get back to that drawing board. They'll have to re-chalk that plan of theirs before they can take the yard for the second game. They'll have lots of talking to do. SAG, can they eventually exploit one of those openings? Referee blows the whistle again, and looks like it's going to be another throw-in and another substitution as well. Yes, just a quick substitution out there. Sarjida Khatun comes in, and Ambika Devi, the woman who scored the all-important third goal, has been taken off. And another fierce scuffle for the ball onto the left. And straight away into action, it is Sarjida Khatun. And now SAG in hot pursuit of the ball. But it was always going away from them, and after a long time, Anjali Munda has been compelled into action. And that will go out of play. Suruchi being very calm and being very composed. And I think that is what has been the crucial key out there for Suruchi so far. I mean, all the element of danger, all the threat that they have posed so far, it has been so good to watch. And it is only possible because of that composure of theirs. They have not really rushed through. They have not hurried at all. They have just reacted when it mattered the most. Suruchi, they try and take a step forward from the left. But kind of runs into more of a defensive blockade. And a drinks break out there before the final 15 minutes of madness unfurls ahead of us. We'll take a look at that third goal. Of course, a bit of luck out there before Ambika Devi could get the ball going her way. And then another exquisite run downtown, trying to sneak one at that second post. A lovely cross floated in as well. Great opportunity. But then a bit too late there to eventually convert that. Another great chance in the making. And that was another chance wasted with the woodwork coming along the way. I mean, so far, both the teams, they have been drastically different. They have been drastically contrasting. Suruchi Sangha, they have believed in creating those unified attacks, put forth a consolidated front. And their counterparts have been all over the place. Another free kick for Suruchi Sangha. Another opportunity for them. Can they let one of those screamers fly? Here comes Suruchi. Goes for that long ranger, but way too much power behind the ball as it floats out for another goal kick. There you go, a decent enough opportunity. And the ball smashed out. Back with Suruchi as they're trying to wriggle through. SAG, I think, for them. They can think about what are the necessary steps forward from here on. They, of course, get the girls together, build a team around themselves, and figure out what should be the right course of action. They'll obviously make good. Suruchi Sangha still stays on the ball. SAG wins it back. Kind of lacking out the numbers. This is the major challenge, I think. Every time you come forward, if you don't have that support, that numerical support, it goes all over the place. Going to be a throw in here for SAG. The throw-in was for Suruchi Sangha rather. Suruchi takes that quickly. And now that battle for the ball out there from the right. And Suruchi, they do well to win it back and eventually break free from the melee of defenders out there. But SAG, they were quick to put the numbers back in play and eventually wrest possession for themselves. Quick enough, ensuring the fact that yes, they have what it takes to try and close down, to try and cramp down the openings. Now it's all about that play out in the center, where both the teams, they kind of continue to repel each other out. 9 minutes of regulation time remaining. Another quick throw out there from Suruchi Sangha, and that has been taken care of. I think the ball has really crossed out the bounds way too many times. It's that question, it's the obvious question of how does this start from Suruchi Sangha eventually help them to drive forward? Do they get that necessary momentum in the very first match itself? They've got 3 goals. They want the 4th. They want to make this victory a lot more convincing. SAG kind of just running into that defensive wall over and over again, not really finding out that opening that they kept on looking for. Throw in now for SAG. The last few minutes haven't really seen Suruchi expressing themselves articulately enough. There were quite a few changes, and ever since those changes happened, somehow Suruchi, that edge that they had, the tactical advancement, the tactical flair that we were talking about, that has kind of evaporated. But now Suruchi, nonetheless, they've still got the shooting options in that arsenal of theirs, and some quality football as well. Lovely ball inside the box. Once again, more off. There's a corner. Floated in. Soumya out of a line once again. Suruchi Shongo trying to carve another opening through the center itself. But again, not the kind of power that they would have anticipated behind the ball. They had the elevation all right. But not always will elevation get you where you want to be. You need the accuracy as well. You need the precision too. Suruchi once again coming all the way from the left, and this is a fine touch to try and capture the ball. Suruchi trying to use that opportunity. Soumya, despite a bit of a bobble out there, despite a bit of a fumble, she was quick to recover the possession of the ball. The gentry of goalkeeping has been impeccable, and it takes care of itself. SAG again just scrambling the ball away as quickly as they can, only to put it back into the stride of Suruchi Shongo. Suruchi with a couple of gentle nudges keeps the possession for themselves. Take a look at what really happened again. There you go, one of those forward releases, and the idea was okay, but I think she had a more push, like the push was kind of uncontrollable. By the time she could recover herself, the damage was done, the ball was already miles away from her, so no harm done. Back with Suruchi. And Suruchi does well to put 4 defenders, tailing them. Another exquisite delivery. And stepping up from the right wing itself. Again, releasing the ball way too early. When you have so much space going forward from the right, I think you've got to take it head on. You can't just let the ball slide into your opposition just because you're not confident. And another change for Suruchi Shongo. Rakhi Kachap, she'll be going out and she'll be replaced by Hema Munda. Not too many changes from SAG though. This kind of tells you that SAG under Sunita SAG will have a lot to look forward to. And at the other end, we have got Ranjan Bhattacharjee. Ranjan Bhattacharjee, he's a very seasoned campaigner, make no mistake, has been a part of bigger teams in Indian football formally, so knows how to get the job done, knows how to get his team to the winning notes.
मैं बता देता हूँ आपको।
Still stays with Suruchi. And the referee blowing the whistle on that occasion.
तो उधर ही तो उधर ही बोर्ड के पास ही।
And SAG bringing about a couple of changes. In fact, one change rather. Looks like they'll take off Rupa Rathwa. And Rupa will be replaced by Ashmita Chauhan. Just a few late minute tweaks. It could have come a lot earlier. That should have helped them better.
सामने 3 मिनट।
Throwing for SAG, but not the best of throws either.
हम बोर्ड के पास है।
Back with SAG and they pop the ball forward. Suruchi Shango, can they get that fourth out here? Once again, a lovely ball into that center, falls back for Suruchi. And despite the fact that numerically they might be at a disadvantage, they still stay on top in terms of getting the positioning right. Four minutes of additional time after 90 minutes of pretty happening football. And the corner floated in. Once again, danger brewing at the second post. Soumya out of a line. And what should have been a regulation finish could have gone to the left or right. That was a pretty straightforward take. Yeah, there you go, Soumya right in front. I think it's the numbers out there that left the opposition confused. Suruchi Shango, another golden chance. This might be another opening. And Suruchi, they drive forward. I mean, once again, they could have actually gone forward, all guns blazing. That right lane was entirely open and they could have actually pulled the ball in for one of those crosses. But once again, the fact that they are trying to come all the way from the right and eventually release the ball with a lot to go in front. I think it goes haywire. Suruchi Shango, I mean, they have been absolutely perfect in terms of their presence on the yard. They've done well in terms of defense, they've done well in terms of attack. It has been an all-round display and that's all that you want. I think it hasn't been a one-dimensional play from them. They have looked in control in terms of their advancements. They have looked in control in terms of their defense whenever needed. Soumya. She'll take her time. We are in the last 1.5 minutes of this fixture.
उधर उधर
रेफरी को ले
Quick throw in there for SAG. They launch it forward, eludes everyone in the process. Trying her very best to keep her control on the ball.
नहीं हम लोग तो रेफरी को ले हम लोग खत्म हो गया टाइम जिससे सीटी मारे
Back to SAG, they try and take one of those long ranges. Now Suruchi Shango, can they drive forward? From the left it is, and SAG, they do well to quickly win the ball back for a split second before giving it away once again. And SAG, once again under the pump. Suruchi trying their very best to latch on to the ball, but it wasn't enough. Just outside the box again, decent clearance there from SAG.
बीच में जा रहे हैं
ऐसा तो ले ले जा जितने देना हम लोग फ्रेम के बाहर गया हो हम लोग फ्रेम के बाहर गया
Not a fine ball, however, that misses its mark completely. And with this, we bring the curtains down on what has been an excellent day of football at the Dula Stadium. 90 minutes of exciting action in the second game as well, where Suruchi Shango Football Club has emerged victorious against the Sports Authority of Gujarat. It's a 3-0 win. A victory that they will take
सब लोग आ रहे हैं ना साथ में मिलके उनको ले लो
head on
कैसे रहने
going forward. The customary exchange of pleasantries after the game.
पैक अप तेरा कैमरा पैक
The
अप
team's returning to a loud ovation. We'll take a quick look at the highlights. That's how it all started. A lovely ball from the right and a picture-perfect header from Babita Devi as the celebrations began. And then Meera Devi stepped up for the spot kick. No mistake made. Cool, calm finish. Slammed home. And then Ambika Devi, with a bit of luck going away, she placed it to perfection, making it count in stunning fashion. There were quite a few opportunities in the second half that Suruchi could have actually plundered, but then somehow or the other they could only fritter them away. Came mighty close, and SAG, they tried everything possible to keep the ball away from that goal line of theirs. They fought till the very end, and they kept their head held high, smashing and palming the ball just in the nick of time. And that's pretty much it from today's game. In a fine corner, and once again a melee of defenders coming close, but eventually that wasn't enough. Another lovely ball all the way from the left, and it went squishing away. Another great opportunity, and then this has been the problem. That right wing, so many chances on that. The only problem was that they couldn't come forward. Only if they could have come forward. This was a corner that could have also been converted, but another opportunity went begging. This was a fine touch, a fine push forward, but again, there wasn't anyone on the radar to make the most of it. And that's how it all came to an end. The final scoreline, Suruchi Football Club, Suruchi Shango Football Club 3, SAG Football 0. We'll tell you goodbye for today. We'll be back with another day of thrilling fixtures a day from now. So stay tuned, everyone. We'll see you again at the other end.